Hey guys, AJYT Abbott here, and this is a very exciting movie review of Terminator Dark Fate, the recent James Cameron entry into the Terminator franchise. The last three movies have absolutely sucked. The only good Terminators are The Terminator and Terminator 2 Judgment Day, which Judgment Day is actually one of the best movies of all time. For me, at least it's one of my favorites of all time. I'm gonna make that video, by the way, sometime. But anyway, if you have not seen Terminator Dark Fate, then you definitely don't want to watch this video, because there is gonna be tons of spoilers. We're gonna talk who lives, who dies, the plot points, obviously. And it's going to be a little bit different from the other reviews, and since it's the most anticipated movie of mine off of my list from last year, yeah, we're gonna do it differently. So yeah, no good or bad or final score or anything. Well, the final score you'll see. But anyway, yeah, holy fudge! I just start off by saying I went into this with high expectations, and I got exactly what I wanted. Just big, dumb fun and action. You know, I went into this wanting, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Linda Hamilton to absolutely steal the show, and they did. And I feel like Mackenzie Davis and I'm forgetting who played Danny, but yeah, her character, and also Gabriel Luna. I think Gabriel Luna, or if I'm saying that wrong, correct me in the comments, who played the Rev 9. Just really everybody did a fantastic job in this. I loved Arnold, of course. He's not in it for like that much. He's in it for like maybe the final, let's see, it's an hour and 30 some minutes. He's in it for a good bit though. He's in it for at least like 45 to 50 minutes of the film. After he's introduced, and he's calling himself Carl now, which is great. And of course, Linda Hamilton is amazing as Sarah Connor. And we find out why in the trailer, that she's like desperate to kill T-800, of course Arnold. Because in the opening of the film, here's where we're getting to spoiler territory, so you better be gone by now. In the opening of the film, they are celebrating. John Connor and Sarah Connor are celebrating that they stopped Judgment Day and everything. But apparently Skynet sent multiple Terminators, but Arnold T-800 was already dead by then. So then there's this new Arnold T-800 that comes and kills John Connor, the teenage John Connor. Of course, the one from T2, not the adult one from Salvation. And, the other films. Ugh. Salvation was alright. It's still absolute crap, though. Anyway, yeah, I gave it out of 10 a 10 out of 10, as you can see. You will not be bored for a single second watching this film. This is almost better than T2 Judgment Day. Actually, I'm still deciding if it is better or not. I'll do a ranking video, of course, on it. Just non-stop action, guys. Constant emotion, of course, with Linda Hamilton's character, and also Danny's character, who is revealed to not be the next John Connor, but she's in fact the next Sarah Connor from the original Terminator, as her son is said to be the leader of the Resistance. But boom, another twist. Later on, we find out that Danny actually is John Connor. So they make it seem like she's the new Sarah Connor, and then they reveal that she is the new John Connor, because she is the leader of the Resistance in the future, which drives, Grace, who is played by Mackenzie Davis, she's like an augmented human. She's not full Terminator, or full robot. She's just augmented, so some robot and some human. I really enjoyed her performance as Grace, of course, because she's just constantly trying to protect Danny, of course, actually gets Danny to leave her brother to die in a truck as he dies exploded. And she's constantly bickering with Linda Hamilton. When they first meet her, she was like, "If you get in my way, I will F you up." And Linda Hamilton's like, "I drive." But yeah, I just had a blast, and Linda Hamilton seems like she had a real blast filming this too, as well as Arnold. I'm sure. Well, Arnold is definitely not coming back in the next one because, spoiler alert, Arnold dies in this one. Sadly, I would love to say that he makes it out, but he doesn't. Um, he sacrifices himself to take down Rev 9, who is of course played by Gabriel Luna. His fantastic performance. And yeah, he goes out with a really good line too for John, because we get like a little bit of a tease to that earlier in the film, as Linda Hamilton's like, I get calls from people, wanting me to take down Terminators, and I'm like, for John, you know. That's why in my review I posted on Instagram, I put hashtag for John, and nobody really knew what I was saying. But yeah, Arnold, right before he dies, he's like, for John, and that was just fantastic. And Linda Hamilton is very hostile towards Arnold. I'm gonna start using their character names actually. Just Sarah Connor is very hostile towards T-800, of course. Are justifiably, because he kills John Connor. Um, but yeah, she's just constantly bickering with him, saying she's gonna kill him. But then by the end, she's kind of okay with him. Because, like, at the beginning, she's like, I'm not fucking calling you Carl. And then by the end, she's like, Carl, get up. Get up. So, I mean, I just feel like they had a real blast shooting this film. I would definitely have been a part of it if I could have. I mean, anybody would say that for a Terminator film. Even the bad ones I'd be a part of because it's Terminator. And I don't know. Maybe I'm a little bit biased right now anyway, because I'm in the hype and I've just been anticipating, really just anything from Terminator since Genesis, because Genesis sucked and I just wanted something better out of that. So I've been anticipating this for years. Technically ever since I saw Judgment Day, because after Judgment Day, I just hated every single movie after that. Terminator 3 is decent, but I still hate it. Salvation was bad, and Genesis was bad, so I've just been waiting so long for an awesome Terminator, film to breathe life back into the franchise. And even though Arnold is not going to be in the next one, and who knows, Linda Hamilton liable to get killed off or something, I doubt that. I would hate that if we get to see the death of Sarah Connor. But if that's what it takes to move the story forward, then, it's okay. Because, she absolutely gave it her all in this film. And she was probably outside of Arnold, because, Arnold was already going to be my favorite part going in, because I'm just a huge fan of him. Same with, like, Sylvester Stallone. Any of his movies, he's going to be the best part of it. But, yeah, she just really shocked me, and I loved her performance in this film. And she might be one of my favorite, she might have one of my favorite female actress, performances this year. My favorite. Of course, her versus Sarah Connor versus Ellen Ripley as my favorite, like, female, like Earth saver, or, just badass woman in general. That's to be discussed, because I love Ellen Ripley. I have high respect for the Alien franchise, but I also have high respect for this franchise, and Sarah Connor's awesome. But anyway, yeah. Also, and the final fight is just fantastic. Really, like, the final, 30 minutes. It's kind of like Rambo Last Blood. Like, you may not, even if you don't enjoy, like, the build-up to the final fight, you will love the final fight. Because, just, they're taking whatever they can and just shooting them and bashing them. Of course, Rev 9. Arnold's, like, beat up at this point. Like, his Terminator eye is showing. He's just beat up, bleeding, bruised, just battered. Everybody's pretty much taking a beating in this movie, besides Danny, who takes charge and actually has to, in order to take care of Rev 9, she has to kill, Mackenzie Davis' character, Grace. Because Grace is like, you gotta cut out my energy core, which is pretty much her heart, which will kill her. So Danny does it, and she uses the energy core, and she gets super close to killing the Rev 9, but then she gets knocked down, and she's grabbing for the energy core, and Rev 9's grabbing onto her, because he's been, like, through flames, and, like, just pretty much gotten the crap beat out of him, where he's just almost an exoskeleton now, or he is that exoskeleton. But yeah, that's when Linda Hamilton, or Sarah Connor's just like, Carl, get up, and he gets up, and then he rushes at the Rev 9 and takes him down, for John, of course. So I just really love the final fight. If anything, the final fight is the standout. I just adore the amount of action in this film. The fights are just incredible. It literally, once Mackenzie Davis' character, gets in, she rescues Danny from the Rev 9, and they have the first big fight. It is just non-stop from there. I mean, there are some moments where they're talking, but then it just goes straight back into the chase scene, and I know people are gonna absolutely hate this one because it reuses the formula from, of course, Terminator and Terminator 2. Whereas, Sarah Connor is, being sort of bossed around basically by this futuristic person. That's the formula from Terminator, and everything, and trying to, help her and everything. But then, yeah, pretty much Mackenzie Davis's character serves as the Kyle Reese of this movie. But anyway, and then it takes the formula, obviously, from Terminator 2, where the Terminator, actually is with Sarah Connor and a John Connor-like person, Danny, of course, trying to protect them. And it's just it's really just a huge chase scene, the whole movie scene. And I just love that hyperactive feel of it. And I really, really hope that they make a sequel to this, because I will be back to theaters. I'll be back. But yeah, guys, that was my review of Terminator Dark Fate. Let me know what you guys thought of the film down below in the comments. I'll see you guys in the next review. Goodbye.